Thursday nights, Grey's Anatomy or whatever. That's fine. But, guys, we don't plan our guys' night out. It's like, hey, the ladies are gone. Might as well all just hang out. Everybody's like,
they end up at the titty bar.
Hello.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
But sometimes, guys, when we go out or whatever, we're probably not going out we're not going to the titty bar, first of all. Or we may, but we're not fixing it. When y'all go out with the guys or whatever, you're probably more likely to get into something you ain't got no business doing.
What if the guys night instead they home now?
You want to watch football. That's what
the guys
do.
want to get together and watch football. Like, guys want to watch football together on Sundays.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool. If everybody goes to my place and watch football, why is that a problem?
Well, and that's the thing. Especially on a girls' night, we watch love stories or whatever and be emotional. It's one of those things like, girls can think, oh, the guys are going out to the titty bar, whatever. And then the guys could be like, oh, what are they doing? So it goes both ways. It really does. But half the time, and I'm just saying on both sides, half the time, you're not doing what the other person thinks they're doing. They're doing the exact same thing you're doing, watching TV and stuff.
Well, if that happens that way, but...
Well, I'm just saying.
If you come to me and say, hey, look, I'm having my girls' night, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm getting with the fellas tonight. You'd be like, oh, wait a second. As long as you in by 11, shit like that. Don't give me no curfew. Don't say, hey, man, we got...
Don't come to you a curfew.
Yeah, really. I'm like,
don't come to me talking
about... We're not going to give you a curfew. We're not going to make you, whatever. Not going to cause any problems. But y'all will have this friend at the house, and y'all are supposedly having this wrestle tournament, whatever, Madden tournament, whatever y'all want to do. And then one of your friends will be like, oh, well, so-and-so's going to come over. And then random females come over. And then that's when...
Well, then that's what you got to tell that person, though.
You can have trust.
You can have like if I said, hey, we're going to have a guy's day, a guy's night out, or at your guy's night playing Madden or something, and a girl shows up, be respectful enough to call your girlfriend and say, hey, there's some certain girl that showed up.
That's the problem. Not all guys do that.
That's different. Not all guys do it. But all guys, there are some guys that do say, hey, so-and-so just showed up. Granted, girls' night out, if a guy shows up, especially if a guy that your boyfriend knows, oh, they have history, say something. Say like, oh, so-and-so showed up. Or so-and-so showed up, or so-and-so texted me and said this. That's a whole different story.
Guys do unnecessary lying sometimes when you could just be upfront.
But so do women.
Yeah, don't go out there and say that, and you're going to hide something too.
Sometimes.
I think it all comes back down to trust. If you trust each other, then you have no reason to be wondering what your significant other's out there doing, whether it's a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
Having a guy. If you have an understanding.
Well, pretty much, if you put yourself out there, to be suspicious, and then
that's your own day.
That's all on you. That's all on you. That goes for both genders. So
yeah, exactly.
When a group of guys and a group of girls go to the club separately, girls think that the dudes that's going to go to the club, their final destination is like booze and women. They're going to go get women. Doesn't matter if they're in a relationship or not. And girls, some of them, the ones that aren't promiscuous, have a different mindset when they go out with their girls. They're okay, we're just going to go drink and dance. They probably got that one girl, the clique, that want to bop and be with the dudes. But girls don't think that way when it comes to their guys. Because they think, oh, well, he going to go to the club or he going to go out with his homeboys. And what they gonna do? Try to hit on females, not even texting their girlfriend or their wife or whoever, let them know what's going on. That's called being sneaky. That's why some females don't trust their guys as much as they should. That's what causes drama.
That's why there just has to be trust.
What about if you dance? All right, put like this. All right, what if you have a guys' night and y'all do happen to go to the club or whatever, and we do happen to go to the club or whatever, and you're in a relationship, is dancing with another female considered cheating? Is what some people.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I don't, because that's what you go to a club to do. You go to dance. You go to have fun.
That's another double
If you go,
if I said, hey, I danced with a certain girl, you're gonna be like, oh, well, did you get a phone number? And you be talking.
Now that's different.
But if you go tell me, hey, I danced on this one dude, we talking this one dude, you can be like, guys gonna be like, oh, okay, whatever.
Okay, it's exactly what it all goes back to trust. It really does. If you trust the guy, you trust the girl, you're going to have no problems. And
if you have a problem, yeah, that's true. And if you have a problem with seeing like your significant other dance with somebody in the club, don't go to the same club with each other.
Yeah, don't go to the same club.
But I think girls should get mad about stuff like that, because that's what you go to the club for, is to dance and have fun.
Yeah.
So like, I've been to the club with my boyfriend plenty of times, and I've seen him dance with a female, and I just be like, don't get too fly, don't get no numbers, or we ain't gonna have no issues. Cause like I have my times where I dance with dudes and stuff, but I'm like I'm not expecting him to get jealous because he knows at the end of the day I'm not the type of female that'll do him in the dirt. So just trust.
I think stuff like that is criteria that couples, should talk about. Okay, just talk about it. Okay, if I go out, and I dance with someone, is it going to upset you? Or what, if I go out with someone and I go to a titty bar, is that going to upset you? That's something that couples should establish, and then they'll know. So when they're put in that position, they can say, okay, well, you know what, he or she said it would bother them.
And doing that.
So do I want to do that, or do I want, I don't know. I mean, that's just something that, should be talked about. And if you still discuss it and it's still an issue, I mean, if you don't trust the person, you don't need to be with them, plain and simple. And if you stay with them and you don't trust them, then that's your own fault.
Yeah, and doing the discussing and stuff, that's what builds the trust.
Yeah, you have to learn how to communicate with each other. And if you can't do that, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
Yep.
Cause like you have some guy like with me, I'm the type of girl like I hang out with a lot of dudes, and in relationships, some guys don't like their girlfriends or the girl that they're talking to have a lot of guy friends. Just like some girls do not like at all for their boyfriends or whatever guy they're talking to have any friends of the opposite sex because either they don't trust that person or they don't know him or they don't trust the guy that they're with. And so, I mean, I think like this, if you don't have trust or anything, any foundation from the get-go, you are in a purposeless relationship.
Great points. Our final topic for the evening was presented by another Birdie.
What is
Listening.
Listening.
What?
Oh, that's the topic?
Yeah, listening.
Oh! I was like, we're listening for what?
Listening.
See? Listening.
Shut up.
Oh.
Um,
Did you say something?
guys
What?
don't listen, and women act like they can't hear.
That's called selective hearing.
Yeah, that's selective hearing.
Selective hearing.
Would you like to
Thank
speak
you
more
for
about this?
playing.
Guys hear what they want to hear.
Would you like to speak more about this, Raquel?
Guys don't listen. Some guys, I'm not saying all guys, some guys don't listen. Because we could just basically tell you what we don't want you to do or something that's going to bother us, and they just go off and wind up doing it anyway, and then be like,
Oh, I don't remember you telling
oh,
me.
I don't remember this, or whatever. Like, listen. Women act like they can't hear. If a guy says, I don't want to be in a relationship, but they're still talking to them for months and months and months, and women just, they make these relationships or whatever that are nothing. They're just, the guy's dragging them along, using them for whatever. You act like you didn't hear him the first time. He said he didn't want a relationship. You're dragging yourself along in the mud. He already said it. Here. You have to comprehend what he just said. I don't want a relationship, but I will drag you through the dirt if you'll let me. So.
Leah.
Come back. I'm thinking, processing.
Cleveland.
Whoa! Okay, oh, man, all right, well then. Since the spotlight's over here.
That's about Kobe.
This Kobe's not passing the ball this time. All I'm saying is, I mean, the whole listening thing, you're right, guys do, hear what they want to hear. I mean, that happens, But sometimes you got guys that do listen. I mean, granted, I mean, me and the girl I'm dating right now, we talk every day. I remember everything she said to me from day one. I mean, granted, I'm going to go out there. I mean, everything's going to happen the same way we talked about it. But at the same time, there are guys who out there who's like, oh, well, I heard her say I couldn't hang out with this certain girl, but what if I hang out with so-and-so who hangs out with so-and-so? I mean, that's a whole different story. But, but girls not listening, that happens more often than not. I mean, not as more as, cheating-wise or whatnot, but more like insignificant details. No offense to guys who don't listen. But girls don't listen to insignificant details like, like what time a certain game's coming on or what time they're going to go to work or something. That's different. I mean, that listening kind of, if I give out information, I expect people to hear it, So if I say, hey, I got to be at work at 11 and you call me at 11:30 talking about what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? I mean,
You get upset, you get that phone call.
you get upset, But, one thing is guys, as guys, you want to hear exactly what you want to hear, or you're going to interpret it the way you want to. That's one thing. It's not a fact of listening, because some guys do listen. They just interpret it differently. And, granted, that's a whole different topic you can go on a whole other day about. But as for listening, I just don't, I feel like we all listen. It's just we may not take what we heard and put into action, girls may say,